as well as Niana, as well as Felicia. We're all here in the house today. So let's jump in and get started. Don't mind my my throw-ons today. It's 100. It's supposed to get to be 104. Hey, Pearly. Supposed to be 104 today. I'm a winter solstice girl. You know, I was born during winter solstice, so I'm like, no. It's a dry heat. I don't like that. All right, we got lots to cover. Lots and lots to cover. And I am ready to take you on this beautiful journey of 21 days of sacred purpose work. Yes! It is here. It is upon us. So I am all about that. So as I am bringing in energy, we're going to go ahead and create that sacred space so that the xenomorphs and anything else that's robotic coming in asking stupid questions like, what's your favorite color during the meditation? We'll find somewhere else to be. Because I am not down with that. I hope everyone is doing well. Okay. And we're just going to create sacred space. Already calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. Gabriel's busy with Trump. I had to put that there because he holds the trumpets. It's my little inside joke. Creating that sacred space from the east to the south to the west to the north, calling in those divine ones and the most utmost highest divine ones, the gatekeepers of those directions that only have absolute light of love. And once again, as we always say here on Be So Light, we are divine sovereign beings. We stand in the truth of our light. We use our divineness that is connected to our divine Heka. We speak our truth and we stand in that. We represent that. Therefore, if you are an energy being that comes through with lower vibration, that is to become like a distraction. We do not consent to your energy, and nor do we consent to your entities. So take your entities and your lower being self to a platform that better supports your needs, because we're all about taking place in this present timeline and taking ownership of your divine light, your divine birthright. That's what we do here. So, with that being said, we do not consent to any reptilian, draconian, archons, or Boya entity energies that like to come up and mess with people who are on their sacred path and doing their work. This is Be So Light Tribe. That's how we arrive. Got it? All right. Let's jump in. So, today we're going to talk about preparation for getting ready for doing our 21 days. And our 21 days, this is making me hot. I'm hot already. So our 21 days, I have my priestess gown on. So don't mind me. Today was purple day. So our 21 days is all about supporting our sacred purpose work. To really dig in there, like the aliens, to really dig in there and to really rededicate yourself to your purpose. That's what we're doing for 21 days. Now, let me tell you now, in the 21 days, whenever we do this work together, you know things come up. You're working in the ethers of the self. You're working in the astral of the self. You're working in the subtle bodies of the self. You're working your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual self. So there's bound to be a little bit of riff-raffing energy that comes up to just kind of make your mind go, ah! But have no fear. That's what we're here for, to just unravel those things that no longer need to be in your space so that you can move forward and do what it is that you're here to do as your sacred mission. So when I talk about sacred mission, when I talk about sacred purpose, it means simply this. You are here representing the divinity of the divine source. You are representing yourself at the most highest absolute love frequency. You're not here to hurt someone. You're not here to push an agenda on someone else because someone doesn't think like you. You need to have utmost control of that. You need to flip it on them or guilt and shame someone else. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for that. We're much more than that. So we come together to bring in an energy of divinity that helps supports each light worker, each way shower, each person that has a sacred purpose to move forward with your divine team. Okay, with your divine team. So your divine team, like I said once before, you really, really, really need to know who is on your divine team. Who's there? Who is supporting you? It's time to have those conference. Now, today is 6/5/2024. Tomorrow will be 6/6/2024, which is a portal energy that we'll be moving into, how we're going to start our work tomorrow. So I am looking forward to getting started for that tomorrow. Tomorrow, what you will need is either a yellow type of construction paper or art paper, or a yellow candle. You pick and choose. If you want to do both, you can do both. If you don't have a yellow candle, you can use a white candle. But we're going to use yellow. Yellow is important to use right now because we're going to be setting the stage of creating and opening the portal with the golden yellow light to start to illuminate what it is that you would like to be dedicated to. Okay, if your dedication is changing, then it's changing. And then you have to ask yourself, why is it changing? What is your why? What is your what? What is your why? So your sacred purpose is all about what is your what? What is your why? Okay? So just sit with that. If something's coming up to change, I invite you to lean into it. I invite you to take a look at it. What feels good about it? What doesn't feel good about it? What feels good as far as really moving into that space to be a part of your sacred purpose? So today I'm drinking my tea. I love my tea. It's very soothing and cooling. Okay, so let's start off with the colors that we're going to be using today. The colors are going to be a cobalt blue. Instead of just saying a regular blue, it needs to be like this cobalt blue. Or a sapphire blue. We'll say sapphire blue. Okay. And then we're using the violet flames also. Now here, listen to this. The thumbnail shows you the blue and the violet flames, okay? It shows you those two colors. Those are the colors that we're using today. And the reason for the blue, we're going to be using it for clearing out any stuck energy in the chest chakra area, vitality, working with inflammation in the body, as well as blue represents the spirit, the color of spirit, but it represents the holiness of spirit. When we work with blue light, that is actually connecting to the divinity, the holiness. Now, the holiness, from my perspective, Others might have different perspective. Is represented by the feminine energy, the Holy Spirit. That's feminine. So it's representing that energy, that spirit that comes in, that life force. So the violet energy is going to be more like your cleansing energy that's going to come through the body and work with, getting rid of harmful bacteria, and works with the lymphatic system and the nervous system and the relaxes the muscles and things. Now, I'm not a doctor, blah, 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 blah. I don't prescribe, blah, 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 blah. But I am a spiral light priestess, a galactic one. And this is my birthright. So, there you go. Anyway, let's jump into how these two work. When we have the throat chakra and the brow chakra, the throat chakra is connected to your creative intelligence. It's with the speaking of the divine Heka. And it registers the creative purpose of the soul. Okay? There's a reason why I'm telling you this. You'll start to connect the dots why all of us have been having weird stuff going on in here. Okay? When we connect it to the brow, the throat connects and transcends that life and death, the immortality, and spirit self. And in the back of the throat is the lalang gland. And it's the one that secretes the sweet nectar energy. It's the one that also a lot of yogis will use if they are doing long yoga meditations, days on end without food and water. That's the one that gets stimulated. And this actually brings in the balancing through your whole connection through the crown, through the brow, and through the throat chakra, these three here. So the brow is going to be about the brain, the nervous system, the nose, the ears, the eyes. This is all connected to the doorway to the higher consciousness. And it helps you to defeat that energy of fear and having fear, being in fearful. This is the one that helps you step out of that. This is your intuitive connection, your sight to see and connect. So today we're going to jump into those parts where we talk about contracts. Okay, and I'm noticing this is coming up. Now, I told you I had to take my car into the car hospital on Monday. I didn't get my car back until yesterday because they found this and found out, well, a lot of it, they wanted to find different things so they could use the warranty and get extra stuff out of it. So that I know. But it was covered under warranty except for certain service parts. So $400 later. We're going to clear car contracts. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's sometimes you get cars, everything will be just going along fine, and all of a sudden you hit a certain time in the year where the car all of a sudden starts pulling on your finances. Like certain things come up. Now, some of it is just basic wear and tear, but with these new energies coming in now, hitting the planet, it's going to kind of step in and speed that up a little more. Like more battery stuff, more tire issues, more, thank you, computer component issues with your vehicle that will pop on all of a sudden. You'll be like, what the hell is this? You know, it doesn't feel like something's wrong with the car, but this just popped on. You got to remember, if your car, and today I was corrected by Spirit because I was thinking, oh, if your car is in a garage and everything's fine. No. Spirit says no. Energy goes where energy just goes. It flows, it heats up, it does what it does. Doesn't matter if your car is in a garage or sitting in a parking lot. The intensity of this plasmic light is going everywhere. It's penetrating through everything. So you have to really stay up on your vehicles now. Just paying attention to stuff. Okay, we're going to also deal with clearing contracts of homelessness. Like when you had to leave and get out of a situation and you've been bouncing from couch to couch to your friend's house and stuff, and you still don't have all your money together so that you can move into a place of your own, or everything is so astronomical expensive to make it difficult for people to get into their own place. We're going to really set that and get rid of that energy. Okay, getting rid of the homelessness contracts. Okay, the interfering with moving into your home space. Okay, addictions. This is going to be different for each person depending on what your addictions are. So if you have an addiction problem, this is where you're seeking help. This is where you're seeking medical therapy to help you get off of those type of addictions. And this is also where you want to look at, when did it first start? Was it through a relationship? Was it through a trauma? Was it through some kind of issue that got you started through the addiction? And don't forget, a lot of your addictions do come from your mother and father cellular side. So if you had a mother that was addicted into alcohol, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have that. Father addicted to alcohol, you'll have it. You'll have those addictions depending on if you align yourself with that, or if you're strong enough to counteract it and say, I'm not consenting to that, because my life with people who were alcoholics and how abusive that they can be was not good, and I don't want to represent that energy. Then you set your free will in motion to override that cellular hook-in, okay? Then we're going to talk about the repeat relationships. You get out of a relationship with someone who lied and cheated on you, and then you're done with it, and then you attract another one that might look different, but they still do the same thing to you. What is the energy that you're carrying, or the contract belief that you're carrying, that's causing you to keep attracting that same energy? Okay? Got to clear that one too. Getting rid of that. And then we're going to go back and revisit what we did the day before on Monday. We're going to talk about, just go ahead and go in. We're going to clear through the false and biblical cord again, in Biblicus cord again. And we're going to also tag and go into the body one more time to remove any negative technology of alien implants. Okay, this is so important, because as we move forward in this energy, a lot of things come up that wants to slow you down. So we're just going to go and revisit this and clear this out. And after I'm done with everybody here, I have to go and start doing the readings for everyone for their new moon and summer solstice. So if you'd like to be a part of that, you have to tag in on galacticspirallight.com, leave me an email, and then I'll send you my Venmo so that you can send a donation for it. All right, so we're going to work through the spine, but we're mainly just going to work through the whole etheric cell doing this clearing, okay? And this is really important, to just allow yourself to just be in sacred space so that you can do this releasing. Okay, so drink some water if you have your water. And let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to focus in on the solar plexus, the sacral, the root and the heart for sure. But our main focus is going to be on the throat and the brow. And we're using just those two colors. So I'm going to take you on this journey so that you can have this clearing. And I really want you to just take a moment and think about what it is that you really want to clear. What's been hanging around in your etheric body self that you still feel that's kind of lingering. I just want you to just kind of bring your awareness to it. Okay? Bring your awareness to what you're still kind of dealing with. That's still there. Just bring your awareness to it. Just take a moment. Get centered. Let's be present. Be present right here. Be present in your breath. The most powerful part of yourself is your breath. Connecting to your sacred heart space. And just be present. What is that? What is that energy that's behind the screen, that's kind of still lurking out there? You see it popping up, and when it pops up on you, you get this like panicky thing going on. Is it money? Is it home issues, car issues, relationship issues that keep coming up, and it repeats itself? Okay. I want you to just see these as energetic cords and energetic contracts that you have permission to say you no longer consent to, and you're releasing it. And I just want you to have these words in your mind and just make it simple and just say, I am releasing this. I am releasing this, or whatever it is that you see that's coming up. I'm releasing it. And the next following words is, I no longer consent to that timeline or those hooks and cords. You see how deep that goes? When you say, I no longer consent to that timeline, when that actually started coming in and interfering with you, and the hooks and cords to it, I don't consent to it. Okay? Just sit and think about it. Okay, you got it? You got it focused? All right. So now, all I want you to do is close your eyes. We're going to go on a journey together. We're going to go through and clear these energies. And any snapping sounds you hear are actually the hooks and cords to that person, place, thing, or situation coming undone. Okay, that's a part of the unhooking it. And then just know that Archangel Michael is coming in with his sword of light, his flame of swords of light, and he is severing that energy from you. Hi, darling. Greetings. My intuition told me to come. Yes, be here. I've kind of been waiting for you. So allow yourself to just be in the space. So whatever you're still dealing with, you get rid of it. Because when we start tomorrow, it's all about jumping into, rooting into our sacred purpose, rededicating yourself to your work, to your mission while you're here. Okay? As long as it's not to harm someone, to commit a harm to another being. Right. As long as you're here to just be the best love, divine light of yourself. 100%. Okay? That's what we do here. Claim your light. Now, sink in. Close the eyes. Be really present. Because this is how this works. You're the one that's going in and saying no. And all you're saying is, I am releasing this. I no longer consent to the timelines or the hooks and cords to this person, place, thing, or situation. no matter what it is that's just been bugging the hell out of you. You want to get rid of it. Okay? You're going to break the contract with that. Okay? So, just breathe. And just allow yourself to bring up this beautiful sapphire blue. Just see that sapphire blue spiral coming in. It's this beautiful sapphire blue orb of light that's right above you that's going to spiral down. And as it's spiraling down, you just feel this calmness come over you. You feel the depth of this blue. It's a sapphire blue. You might see it darker, a little bit lighter, but it's a beautiful sapphire blue. Very clear, and it's blue, and it feels really good. And just allow it to come all the way down as it spirals all the way down. It's here to assist you in clearing energy through your throat chakra that's been stuck, and also any pain or inflammation that's in the body is helping you to clear that. And also, now you see another orb of light right above you, and that is a violet light color. And just allow that beautiful violet light color spiral down and intertwine with that sapphire blue. You might even see your blue as a cobalt blue. However that blue is appearing itself to you, just see that. Now see these beautiful spirals as they intertwine and spiral around you. The activation for this transmission is to turn into flames. And just allow the spiritual flames of this, as that violet light goes through, is clearing any harmfulness, energetic stuff dealing with bacteria, lymphatic, nervous system, heart, and muscles in the body. And it also works with your brow, the third eye. And just allow that to come through. Now, as you just visualize these beautiful two colors spiraling around you, you feel the sensation vibration of them. The blue is being activated at 658 trillion light per second. This activates the transmission of it. You will feel the heighten and the spiral effect of it. And the violet light is moving at 731 trillion light per millisecond. Just allow that to move through. And just breathe. And as you feel these two colors just moving through your body, because we just started this, so as you're coming in, just allow yourself to get into the present moment. Close your eyes and breathe. Drink water if you need to, because we are clearing old contracts. You feel this energy start to really move down the spine. And in the top part of the spine, where the throat chakra is, this is the mental part. So whatever is lurking in the spine, in the mental part, just now start saying the words, I am releasing this. I no longer consent to the timelines of the hooks and cords to fill in the blank. What is it that's bothering you in this part of your neck? What is it? Only you know what that is. And with your breath, breathe in. Bring your awareness to that. And just allow yourself to release it. Give yourself permission to release it. I am releasing this. I no longer consent to this timeline of this cord and hooks to it. I am releasing this. Be very aware that you're saying those words, because that's you giving yourself permission to no longer consent to that energy. Breathe. Inhale, exhale it out. As we move down to the second part of the spine, which is the heart chakra section, this is the emotional section. This is the part of your thoracic section of your spine. Whatever has been held here, all you need to do is just see it for what it is. What's the emotion? You don't have to interact with it. Just allow it to come up and say, I am now releasing this energy. I no longer consent to it. The timelines are the hooks or cords to this. And just breathe. Take a deep breath in, exhale it out. Now we're going to drop down to the third part of the spine, that lower back, that lumbar section. This is where we like to hold our fears. This is where we deal with that money fear stuff. This is also your metabolic section that controls kidney functions and colon functions, the solar plexus area. Whatever is holding here, allow yourself to release it. Simply just by saying silently to yourself or out loud, I am releasing this. I no longer consent to this energy timelines and the hooks and cords to it. Take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale it out. And the last part of the spine, as we drift down to the base of the chakra, the base of the spine, this is your physical area. This deals with the hips and the bones. This is where you want to say whatever is in this area, because this is physical. You no longer consent to it. You're releasing it. You don't consent to the timelines or the hooks and cords to this. And just allow the spiral of that beautiful sapphire blue and that violet light that's spiraling around you. The flames are going to intensify, but they're simply moving at a higher spiraling to assist you in releasing. And as Archangel Michael, we call you in, through their sacred divine team for the highest good of each person that's participating in this, to please assist in removing the hooks and cords to the situation at hand. And just taking a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale it out, because we just flowed down through the spine. And as we flow down through the spine, we're going to bring our awareness to our vertical channels. And just on the left side of the female body, we're going to just clear those channels once again. 4, 7, 10, and 15. Just releasing that. And we're going to bring our attention to the center vertical channel, which is the Hara. And that's 11 and 12. We're just going to clear that. And bring the energy awareness to your right side, which is the male side, and that's going to be 8, 29, and 63. We're clearing that. Inhale, exhale out, and just remember those simple words. I am releasing this. I no longer consent to these timelines, the hooks and cords to that person, place, thing, or situation. Now we're diving into contracts. We're going to dive into soul contracts, energy contracts, repeat contracts that you don't need to be dealing with anymore. You are consciously making a decision right now to say you're not consenting to those energy timelines. Taking a deep breath here. Hold a breath. Exhale out. And just simply say, any car karma contracts where my cars, for whatever reason, like to keep pulling money out of my pocket, I now am releasing this contract, this energy contract to car karma. Problems with cars. I am now clearing that energy. I am now releasing that timeline, those hooks and cords to it. I no longer consent to that energy. Take a deep breath in, inhale, exhale out, and know that you are now releasing that. Releasing that timeline, releasing that energy cord to the contract of that energy. We're deactivating it, transmuting it, neutralizing it, and clearing it. And everything else that you were releasing, that you have been releasing, is just being deactivated and cleared and neutralized and transmuted. The next one we're releasing is homelessness. Always having conflict, trying to find a place to live. We're clearing that contract. We're clearing the belief of having problems of finding a place to live. Clearing that belief. I am now releasing that timeline energy associated with that. It's being deactivated, cleared and neutralized, transmuted. Any addictions that you are currently having problems with, this is where you make that honest, truthful connection to get the help that you need to deactivate this. We're deactivating this connection through the mother-father cells, through the ancestry cells, through the generational cells. We're clearing it, neutralizing it, deactivating it, moving it out of your space. Relationship contracts that keep repeating themselves, even though the person looks different, but it's still the same energetic energy that they are representing that keeps coming towards you. We're just going to say we're releasing that, no longer consenting to that timeline, those hooks and cords to that type of energy, those kind of contracts are being deactivated, transmuted, voided, because you are no longer consenting to it. And now we're moving into the false umbilical cord. Once again, any residue of that still hanging in the etheric, the astral, the subtle body cell, we're no longer consenting to that energy. We're releasing it. It's being deactivated, 100% deactivation. It's being neutralized and transmuted. We're getting rid of that. No longer allowing ourselves to consent to that energy against our free will. And all of the negative technology, alien implants, any residues of those that are in hiding places that were put upon me without my consent or awareness, I don't consent to you. I am releasing you, deactivating you, transmuting you, deleting and voiding you. And everything at this moment in time, as the flames spiral around you, and it's cleansing and rebalancing and removing these things, is now clearing out from your space. And all you have to say is, I'm releasing this. Images that come up, timelines, no matter what they are, a person's face, a feeling, an emotion, just simply say, I am releasing this. I am releasing this. I no longer consent to these timelines. And know that what you are giving yourself permission to releasing is being cleared, deleted, canceled, deactivated, extracted out of your space across all third dimension, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, all 144,000 selves in the past, present, and future selves. Take a breath. Breathe here. Inhale, exhale it out. And just know that you are clearing this. You're no longer consenting to these energies. And as you feel the flames of the blue and the violet flames rise, the frequency moving through the spine, through the etheric cell, the subtle body cell, the astral body cell, your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual body cell, moving down into the soul matrix, deep down into the blueprint, soul codes. Whatever you have spoken your divine Heka on to remove, to release, to no longer consent to, the hooks and cords or contracts of these situations are being transmuted and deactivated. Even down into the DNA and RNA, the mitochondria, the protons, the electrons, the neutrons, the atoms, nucleus, and molecules. Allow the colors to become even more vibrant. See the intensity of that blue. See the intensity of the violet flames. The violet flames are controlled by Saint Germain. And when this moves into a spiral effect, that's the activation of the transmission of it. Allow yourself to clear it, release it. No longer consent to it. Breathe, inhale, exhale it out. Allow yourself to just feel that energy lifting out of the solar plexus, the sacral area, the root, clearing that. Wherever these hooks and cords might be, you are giving yourself permission to release it. Give yourself permission to release. Breathe, inhale, exhale it out. Be present in the moment. Whatever is not sitting well with you, that's been interfering in your space, even old beliefs, just allow yourself to say, I no longer consent to that energy, those timelines, or those hooks and cords. I am releasing this. And because you are commanding this energy to leave and you are bringing awareness to it, you are changing it. All negative alien technology, implants, even residue, you're releasing it and you no longer consent to it. And the timelines and the hooks and cords. I'd like to thank Archangel Michael for coming into your divine space, allowing him to cut these away from you because you are a divine sovereign being of the divine source of absolute love. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath. Exhale out. Breathe. We're commanding all energies that are not for the highest good, that are non-divine. You are deactivated and transmuted. You are extracted. We consent no more to you. We rise through the divine source energy of the true creator and activate there through our divine and sovereign light. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. Just allow yourself to keep releasing. You're probably going to feel little pings, releasing shakes, tremors. Just allow yourself to release it. The body knows exactly what to do. The soul knows exactly what to do. You are giving yourself permission to release these contracts, these old beliefs, these timelines that you do not need to have pulling on you anymore. And we're releasing them through the mother-father cells, generational cells, ancestral cells, from the time that you were created. When you forgot who you really were. Your soul knows who you are. Breathe, inhale, exhale. And now the blue and the violet light are going to speed up a little more. Doing a rapid clearing. It's going to feel like a vacuum. Take a breath. Inhale. Hold a breath. Exhale it out. Breathe. sapphire blue and the violet flames. Give thanks for this. Give thanks for this clearing, the dissolving of these energies, the deactivation of these energies. And as the violet flames as well as the blue slowly lifts, the beautiful diamond white light comes in, bringing in a clear channel of beautiful absolute love, and it spirals in at the highest frequency, bringing in your divine connection to your holiness, your divinity. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Hold this space. This spiral is going to increase all the way around you. This is the diamond white light that will be activated with the crystal spiral. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Hold this energy. Hold. Allow yourself to just breathe this in as this beautiful diamond white light comes through. And now it's going to connect with a beautiful emerald green that's going to come through and spiral with it. And as that beautiful emerald green comes through and spirals all the way through the body, it is helping to recenter you. It is helping your nervous system. It is talking to every cell in the body. Just breathe. And the light codes, if you ask for them, the divine source light code, everyone's responsible and accountable for asking for their codes. Ask for your codes to be fully activated. Activate transmission. Accelerate. Amplify. Divinely align. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Here it comes. Take a breath. Hold the breath. Exhale out. Moving into the high heart self, allowing that heart space to open as it connects through the throat, allowing that connection through the brow, through the crown, dropping back down past the throat, dropping down into the center of the heart, dropping down into the solar plexus, moving down into the sacral, expanding into the root. As we pass by the root, we drop down into the feet, dropping all the way down past the earth star into the water star, and hold here. Allow the water star's energy to flow back up through the earth star, moving all the way up through the root, through the sacral. Breathe here, moving into the solar plexus, bringing in that beautiful divine healing light, being fully activated here. As it moves into the sacred heart space, expanding that openness, accepting all of who you are, expanding into that divinity, moving into the throat, activating that divine Heka within, moving into the third eye, seeing clearly, being connected to that, moving into the crown. Take that in, breathe, inhale. Moving into that beautiful soul star, that spirit chakra, that universal chakra, that galactic chakra, into that divine gateway, that stargate of self, connecting to divine source. And breathe. Allow yourself to breathe that in and drop down. And feel the light come into the heart and expanding out all around you. Connecting to your divine team of the utmost high. Working this energy through the 12th dimension. and breathing. And now allowing that beautiful emerald green to return from which it came through the cosmos, and just allowing just the pure diamond white light and the crystal light to be fully activated. Sealing up the auric field of any tears, any holes, making it crystal clear and beautiful, radiating, only allowing in the highest good for the highest good for you. It becomes an attraction and vibrates with that. It's illuminating, expanding, and it shields you from anything that's a lower energy. It has no permission to enter. Don't give it a key. This is your space. This is your sacred space. And allow yourself to be activated. Activated in your divinity, your sovereign, your free will, your new gifts. You activate them. You ask for them. You claim them. Claim them now. You don't have to wait for someone outside of you to give it to you. You claim it. No. Allow a beautiful silver light to come in that brings in the final sealing of your energy, renewing, re-strengthening, sending in that beautiful courage and joy and love and happiness. Alignment, divine synchronicity. You're calling that forth. Call it forth, please. Thank you very much. I'm calling that forth to have that divine alignment. I am connected to the sacred source, divine light, the one true, absolute love, the true supreme being of love, of light. It resides in me as it resides as a part of me. I am one with it. It is one with me. I am awake. I am aligned. I am free. I am divinely heard. I am divinely seen. I am divinely loved. Give your thanks for receiving what you have received through your own personal sacred portal of light here. This was your medicine. This is your doing. You did this. You are healing yourself. You are commanding that. You are standing in that. You are standing in your truth. You are standing in all that you are, and no one can take that away from you. Be fully activated in all that you are. Stand in that. Represent that. Be your true divinity. Be unapologetic for being you. For showing up to your sacred purpose. Just breathe. there's going to be an acceleration coming in, and it's coming through Polaris, and it's activating fully right now because the planet is getting hit right now. So just say, I accept the divine codes from Source Divine. Breathe. This is a big wave. It's almost done. Just breathe. Allow it to come through. It's going to help anchor you into your new timeline energy, positive timeline energy. That's what we're anchoring into. True timeline. It's almost done. So, breathe. Thank you. Silver light, thank you. Divine, diamond white light, and crystal light, thank you. And when you are ready, open your eyes slowly. Bring awareness to your hands and your feet. How are your eyes feeling? Even if you came in late, I always invite people to just stay, because your body will move into the space. It will move into the sacred space that we provide here. And your sacred space will be activated around you because you call it in. And just breathe, breathe in. Exhale it out. One of my bowls keeps singing and going and going, and I'm like, wow, it's still going. How's everyone feeling? Drink some water, your tea, drink something. This is perfect time to drink something in. It probably feels a lot different when it goes down. Kind of really tingly. Your body's probably feeling, whee! You probably feel high. Yeah, a good high. It's a spirit high. Not a drugged one, a spirit high. And you probably feel really soothing and relaxed. Okay? That blue flame, when you work with that kind of blue and that intensity of blue, likes to go in and soothe. It likes to help the body relax. Likes to bring in whoa moment. Okay? And then when you're going in through the spine is the freeway throughout the whole body. Take care of the spine, as well as taking care of the bottom of the feet, taking care of the hands, taking care of the ears. The ears. They're all roadways to the entire body. So if you can't get to your feet, massage your ears. My eyes went from crying, but I enjoyed this so. It was releasing. I did it again. Standing up and visualizing each color. Yes! That's what this is for. Yes, release your tears when you cry. This is medicine, spirit medicine behind the tears. It's a part of cleansing. When you cry, it helps you to release. Then it sends a signal to the nervous system to help reset. But please continue to allow the body to release so it doesn't get trapped in the body, causing illness. So it doesn't get trapped in the body, causing a body to be out of balance. Thank you so much for the part about releasing the card. Yes, and homelessness. Tell us that in our own words. Yes. I'm going to share this with all of you, and the reason why, because I've always said that I teach from a place of experience. I teach the medicine that I went through that just made me say, why is this always happening to me? Crap, you know? And I'm telling you, I had the worst. Back in the day, back in the old timelines, had the worst car karmas. Didn't matter what I bought. Something will always happen. Something will always go wrong. Didn't matter. Brand new. Still had a problem. And I just said, what is going on? And it was me. Because what's the first thing that happens when you get something? The first thing that pops up in the mind is, if you buy it, it's buyer's remorse shows up, or you feel like you don't deserve it, or we go into that old dialogue saying that to ourselves. So I had to start learning how to undialogue that and stop consenting to those contracts. Even if I'm signing a contract, buying a new vehicle, I'm literally saying, this vehicle is not going to be a money drainer. This vehicle is going to have good warranty coverage. This vehicle is going to be perfect. This vehicle has a divine spirit with it. It was picked by divine source for me. It's going to be fine. And if anything is needed, it'll be taken care of. Period. That's how you roll with that now, instead of repeating the same cycle. And once you notice that, here's the gift. This is the gift in everything from homelessness, relationship, addiction issues, whatever it may be. Once you see it and give yourself permission to say no to it, you're standing in your divinity. You're standing in your true holiness, your royalty of it. You're standing in that. And you're saying, no, I'm not doing this anymore. This is not okay. And then you no longer consent to the energy. No longer consent to it. And remember, a lot of our stuff, our programming energy, is deep. A lot of us are carrying stuff from our mother and our father cells, from our generational cells and ancestral, which makes everything that we do when we go in to clear something, it has to be multidimensional. It has to be from the past. It has to be from the present. It has to be from the future, because those all exist at once. There's many dimensions of yourself throughout the cosmos. There's a you somewhere living it up. Not a care in the world. Then there's a you that's off to the side wondering what the hell's going on. Then there's your present you. What caliber, how do you want to turn that dial so you can match the one that's having the living it up? Because the only thing that's keeping us where we are is our own fear of our divinity of ourselves that keeps us limited. Besides the outside interferences that we can say no to also. They don't govern us. I went on a tirade yesterday. I don't know what happened. I don't think I had enough of my tea. But I went on this thing of, I'm a divine being. Sovereign. These artificial xenomorphs, they need to be bowing down to us. We're the divine ones, not them. I just went on that. I let myself go there. Because it's the freaking truth. Bowing down to lower vibrational beings who don't even know what love is. And don't even have a soul. We do. We have that. divine intelligence. We're that. We walk with that. And all this journey on this planet, is to freaking remember who we are. Because we've been wiped so many times and put into falseness. Now, what do? The light is becoming so strong, even the roaches can't hide. Because the light is like, I see you. Peekaboo! I'm calling your ass out right now. I'm getting your ass out here. Calling it out. And the more we start to recognize it and we start to feel ourselves, we feel ourselves. We're not detached. We're not numb. Desensitized. You feel yourself. You feel yourself. Feel it. Be in there. Be present. You start to change things. You no longer agree with the craziness. You start to connect. You start to feel. You weep. You laugh. You speak your voice. Because the vibration that comes through the voice can change things. The movie Dune shows you right there. It shows you when they get that spice and they speak with that sacred voice. Are you mundane or are you divine? Which one are you? Which one are you? Because if you stay in your divine self, yes, it requires you to work. Yes, it requires you to notice things. Yes, it requires you to say no to stuff that doesn't sit right with you. Yes, it requires you to speak your truth. Staying in that creates the new evolution of yourself and being connected to it on a positive timeline. You can ask for these things. You don't have to wait for some person to come along or a guru or go sign up for some other workshop to help get you out of it. No. I'm not saying you don't have to. That's purely your choices if you want to. But no, you hold the power. You can change it. You can change it by writing it. You can change it by your voice, singing it out. You can change it by just sitting, being with the tree spirits, the standing ones. Feet upon the earth. Being sacred with water. Being sacred with the air as it flows through you to speak. What a gift that is. We might be regulated and stuff on different social media platforms, but I tell you what, you can say how you feel any moment, anytime. They're not charging us on that. And they can't. So tomorrow, we will be back here. My headache and that lump in my throat is gone. Of course it is, darling. That blue flame ain't playing no games. What do? Come on. Yes. It is not playing any games. We'll be back here tomorrow, activating the sacred purpose dedication of that. 21 days. Are you ready to do it? Are you ready to jump into it? Don't try to negotiate with yourself. Just show up. Just show up. So my timelines will always be anywhere around 11. 10 o'clock is kind of pushing it. I like to come in through 11 because I like the doorway of that. 12 is good. If I miss those 2 times, it'll be somewhere around 3:30. But I'll always let you know. Please remember to always check in the community. when I put certain posts over there. But tomorrow, have either a yellow like construction paper, the regular kind, regular size, like yellow paper, or a yellow candle. I'm going to do yellow paper because what I want you to do is to be able to sit down and write out with divine energy of what you're activating. Because tomorrow we're activating it. What is your sacred purpose? What is the sacred purpose and why? What is it and why are you doing it? What is it and why are you doing it? You don't need to worry about how it's going to turn out. Forget about that. That's Creator's job. That's your divine team's job. Your job is to show up for the what and the why. The how is already taken care of. You have to be aligned with that. The what plus the why will equal the divine how. Don't worry about how it's going to show up. You do your part. You show up and be present for you. What is your why? What? What is the what and the why? Why are you doing it? Okay? So tomorrow, we start. It's a new moon energy. And we step into that. So tomorrow I'll do the card layouts activation for tomorrow. So have your journals ready. If you have your own personal cards, I highly encourage you to pull a card a day. Pull a card a day on your 21 days of your journey. Put it in your journal. There's going to be a lot of writing, a lot of meditation, a lot of shifting, activation. If your light language comes up, please do not stuff it down. Start speaking it. Your animals and your plants love it. Matter of fact, the little kitty doesn't even like when I just talk to her plainly. When I start speaking light language to her, Lyra, she shows up. She's like, starts talking all of her cat stuff. Okay? Chanting, doing that. Because you're working with the vibration of air. You're working with your divine Heka. All right? We got 21 days to imprint a new energy that you will be reaping the rewards from. We're going to use the magnetizing energy that's coming through, that's permeating everything. It's coming through. It's touching everything. It's imprinting itself on everything. Raising the frequency up. And if you don't vibrate at that high frequency, bye. Stay in 3. The rest of us have decided to just jump, leap 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wherever the hell we want to go. Whatever pulls and calls you. You give yourself permission. Remember the movie, Somewhere in Time? He gave himself permission. Okay? That's the whole lesson about that. Giving yourself permission to be somewhere other than where you are. To expand beyond that. We are those divine beings that can do that. We don't need a technology to get us to do that. We are the flipping technology. We're that. It's just sometimes we get interfered with and we forgot. That's all. But this is easy to get back on track and divinely align. And we'll rock that. There you go. All right, lovelies. I hope you enjoyed today. It was my pleasure to show up and to be here with you, to share the sacred space with you, because I'm ready to rock and roll tomorrow. And it's still going to be the same. We're out of bubblegum. but we are here to kick some serious booty. And we're going to step forward. We're going to do it. So just keep in mind, if a video comes up, have your notifications on. If you can't join at that time, just know that your divine team and everyone in the cosmos is going to support you when you show up and do the video. The main thing is just show up. That's the main thing. Just show up. Be a part of the collective right here. We are Be So Light. We claim our light. And that's all we do. And we rock that. All right? All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow on that new moon. We're going to rock it. All right, I'll see you then. Bye.